Okay, good afternoon. We are going to go over comments again today and take a logical look at them. I'm going to try not to be snarky. Can't promise. Cannot promise. I'm going to try. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just like to be funny sometimes. All right. The first comment, and this is in regards to Jose. Child protection was already involved. What more could Jose do? Well, we don't know that child protection services was already involved because they don't tell people about people's personal business. So we don't know that to be a fact. So that kind of cancels that. But let's just pretend like they were involved. And Jose witnessed this horrendous child abuse. Well, he could pick up the phone and call them and give them an eyewitness account, and they could go get a court order from a judge and come and save the children. That's what he could do. But he didn't do that. All right, this next comment. Okay, I'm bad. I'm going to tell you right now. This one doesn't really pertain to anything. I just kind of thought it was funny. All right. I'm going to try and say it without laughing. I was called a bitch in another live. And I said, a bitch is a dog. A dog barks. Bark comes from trees. A tree is nature. Nature is beautiful. Thanks for the compliment. Ooh, I bet that person was shook up after that. All right, next comment. Children who eat Dollar General pizza all have learning disabilities and behavioral problems. Is that true? Because I fed my grandchildren Dollar General pizza. And my oldest grandson is in the gifted program, has never made a B in the 6th grade, and already has colleges scouting him. So I don't think that's true. But let's talk about Dollar General pizza. Now, if you want to go to the grocery store around here, you got to drive about 40 miles. But we got a Dollar General. We have a Dollar General 5 miles away. We have a Dollar General 10 miles away. We have a Dollar General 15 miles away. And I believe 20. I think there's 5 of them. But our Dollar General has pizza from like $3 to $10. There ain't no dollar pizza. I don't know who's talking about that, but there is no dollar pizza at Dollar General. But the $10 pizza is pretty darn good. It's got cheese in the crust, and I'm telling you, it's as good as Little Caesars. And kids like pizza. So what? And this thing about she fed it to him every night. How do you know that? What proof do you have of that? You know, just because Allie said something, don't make it true. People have reasons to make Candus look bad. And you have to understand, too, that Candus isn't on, we can't compare Candus to ourselves. I don't know this to be a fact, but I heard that she was born with fetal alcohol syndrome, and that's why she had a heart defect. But regardless of that, she was in special classes at school, and we can't judge her based on what someone who does not have learning disabilities, how they would act. All right, next comment. Oh, this was talking about when Don took Josie to Utah with him. One boy was not in school. He was with Don in Utah, and they didn't even sign him out of school. Well, at that time, it was 2020, and kids weren't going to school. They were doing virtual learning. And you could do virtual learning from basically any computer, anywhere, well, the kids around here had a hard time because our internet is horrendous. But because of that, now we're getting fiber optic, and I'm just so excited. We don't have it yet, though. But Josie was in school. Don's sister was helping him with his schoolwork. We don't know that those kids weren't straight A students. We don't know anything about their schooling. Okay, next comment. CPS was involved for a reason, and CPS failed. We do not know that CPS was involved. People have said that, but CPS has not said that. So we don't know. So let's not speculate. Okay. This next comment is about when Candus and Benny were playing with some kind of, I don't know, they look like tuning forks or something. And they were asking, it was a game, and they were asking it questions, yes or no questions. And if the forks went this way, it meant yes, whatever. He asked people not to talk about summer during that one show because he didn't want people asking the tuning forks about summer. I think that's quite appropriate. And Candus is allowed to smile, She's allowed to smile. I know you don't think she's allowed to smile, but when my husband died, I cried. I cried the first week, and then I didn't cry anymore, and I don't cry. It was so traumatizing to me that I just had to put it up, and I don't take it back out. Some people don't grieve or think the way that everybody else does. They have to deal with stuff the way they can deal with it. If I sat around and thought about it every day, I would lose my mind. So I've put it up, and that's where it's going to stay. All right. Next comment. CPS said they were coming the next day. CPS has never said that. No, people have said that. But CPS, when they come to your house because they think that you're neglecting your children or abusing them, they don't make an appointment. They just come. So Candus would have no idea when they were coming. All right, next comment. They are super guilty of something. We just don't know what yet. Oh. We need to give people the benefit of being innocent until we at least know what we're going to accuse them of. But it's better to let guilty people get away with something than to put innocent people in jail. Don't you think? Putting someone in jail is, to me, the same as just killing them. You're taking their life away. Think about what you would feel like spending your whole life in prison for something you did not do. And there's lots of people that are doing exactly that. Okay. It would be nice for her to talk about summer in detail. Let me tell you something. If my daughter went missing, which I don't have a daughter, I only have sons, and people treated me the way that people treat Candus, I wouldn't tell you nothing. I would not give you the time of day. You would not know my child. I don't blame everything she says. It gets twisted to make her sound horrible. I don't blame her for not saying anything at all. I would be like, which one of you mofos has my kid? Well, I'm sure that would send everybody shaking in their boots, and the guilty man would stand up and say, "It's me, ma'am." The police told them not to search. They searched, I think, 8-mile radius, something like that. Don't quote me on that. But, not just one time, several times. Where's she supposed to look? Don't you think if she had an idea where her daughter was, she'd go and try and get her? And if she's guilty, which is a possibility, then she'd be wasting her time. But It could be either one. She's probably afraid to leave the house. There's probably people threatening to kill her. Okay, this is in regards to the kitten that supposedly got thrown to the dogs, which, if we remember the interview room, Candus picking up the kitten, the dogs didn't eat cats. But anyway, someone asked her if she still had the cat that H had given Summer. And Candus said, "Yes, the cat's around here somewhere. It peed on my cactus, so I tossed it outside." And someone said, "The cactus are outside, so the cat couldn't pee on it. Liar!" Maybe, and this is just a maybe, do you think it's possible that she has two cactuses? Could it be possible that she has two cactuses, one inside, one outside? Could be. All right, I love this one. If Candus ends up pregnant, we know the baby is Benny's. I don't see it. I don't think Benny has a hard time getting women. I don't think that he's in love with Candus. So I don't think we have anything to worry about Candus and having Benny's baby. All right. Next comment. Jose is telling the truth. All right. It has been established by the fact that there were no races in May. They were doing virtual races. Allie's 911 call that says she'd been staying at Candus's for 1 week. And that was the week of the first race that was, they let people come watch, which was, I think, September 19th. He only stayed 33 days. I mean, if you look at the evidence with an open mind, it clearly shows he only stayed 33 days. So he's not telling the truth. Period. Next comment. Jose is not being entirely truthful, but he's the only one who's told us who Summer was. All right. My mama had this saying, once a liar, always a liar. You can't believe anything they say. So he lied. So everything he said after that, you should consider a lie. But he did not tell us who Summer was. How do we know that's who Summer was? I'll tell you what Jose did, because I'm very familiar with narcissistic personality disorder. And what these people do is the first couple times you meet them, they're pretty quiet and they listen to you and they figure out what you want, what kind of person you're looking for or would be interested in. And then after they figure that out, that's who they become. They sell you this package of this person that they, by listening to you, know you want, but it's not who they really are. Jose watched YouTube, figured out what you people wanted to hear, and that's what he gave you. But it's not the truth. He made himself a hero because that's what narcissists do. He had two choices, okay? Let's just entertain a thought for a minute, even though it's not true. Let's just hypothetically say that Jose came back, took Summer. All right, so he's been, it's been 8-9 months. He's starting to feel like he got away with it. Then here comes some darn YouTuber wanting to do an interview. Now, if he says no, maybe people are going to get suspicious. So he's going to say yes, and he's going to come, and he's going to tell you people what you want to hear, so everybody loves him, and he can slinker on back to where he's got Summer. Now, do I believe this? I don't. It's a possibility, but I don't really think that he took her. But like I said, it's a possibility. That whole truckload of people, very suspicious to me. And the whole minivan receipt. Now, I was thinking about this morning. Okay. They never said they brought, they came in 2 trucks. They said they came in a Penske. Okay, I ran out of space. I had to go erase a bunch of stuff. But anyway, what I was saying was, before the story was just a Penske truck or a U-Haul they all came down in. Now it's a moving truck and a minivan. I don't see why Jose had to sit in the back of the moving truck. I just watched only about 10 minutes because they kicked me out, but Jose's, I guess it would be his 3rd interview. He is so classic narcissist. Every time someone asks him a difficult question, he just starts talking about how bad Don and Candus are. And because that's what everyone wants to hear, it makes them almost giddy. They just accept that, and it doesn't even answer the question they asked. I was very respectful. I just disagreed, and they kicked me out. So I guess you have to agree to watch him. He also kept mentioning Shurfy. That was not by accident. It's to put in everybody's mind. Here's another suspect. Look at him. Look at him. The more he talks, the more suspicious he seems to me. But that's just me. The majority of the people in there were just giddy with excitement over him. Oh, Jose, you just loved Summer so much. Well, I left, and even though I'm telling you how horribly they treated her, I didn't do anything about it. Well, you were mentally ill, Jose. Give me a break. I mean, am I the only one here that is thinking with my brain and not my emotions? I feel like Lone Ranger. We can't look at this emotionally. We have to look at it logically. And logically, here's a man that has been nowhere on social media, nowhere looking for Summer. I mean, as much grief as they give Don and Candus, even though they were told not to search, why isn't Jose searching for her? Oh, but he's mentally ill. You know what? There are days I'm mentally ill. I would still help a missing child, especially if I loved that child the way that Jose claims to love Summer. And then I guess he heard about the whole thing about him hitting on True, because when they asked him about True, he's like, oh yeah, I flat ironed her hair just like I do my daughters. Oh, they didn't tell you what to say, did they? I get irritated when people insult my intelligence. That's what irritates me. And then, if you disagree, then you're kicked out. It's so, there's so many creators that are painting this picture of where they want this case to go, but it's not by what's logical or the facts. It's by what makes people send them money. And that's very disturbing, because they were sending, what's his name? Justice for all, justice for no one, or something like that. Ridiculous. These people have just lost their minds. Oh, Jose's a great guy. We love him so much. He cares so much for Summer. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't even know who Summer is. Give me a break. I mean, I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. I'm probably going to lose 10 more subscribers, but you know what? If I have to act like I'm had a lobotomy to get subscribers, I just won't have any. All right, y'all have a good day. Bye.